You tuned in to the 7-Day Theory. Hard body, hard spirit.
What up, my people? Hard body, hard spirit. Check this. I was fortunate enough to be raised in a time where social media did not exist. Didn't exist at all. Nothing. No social media. No, I was fortunate enough to grow up in a time where there was no internet. Right? Not on a mass scale anyway. Like I remember when the internet was first introduced and rolled out to the world and people were getting their first home computers, right? And just first getting on the web, right? I seen that. I lived through it. And I lived before it too. And today I want to talk, and I've been thinking about this for a while. I've been reading about things about this subject for a while. Specifically Plato, The Republic. It's a book called The Republic, written by Plato, one of the greatest writers of ancient Greece, right? But in that book, it got me. It really makes you think, because they have a debate in this book, and the debate is who is more happier, who is truly more happier, the just or the unjust. And what they mean by that is, and I kind of want to take it further than that, but what they mean by the just and the unjust is like, who's happier, the person that lives their life righteously and justly, and like they might not have a lot of money, but spiritually, mentally, and in their heart they're good. And they equate the unjust as the people that'll do anything to be famous, do anything for riches, and because they'll do anything for riches, they're rich, right? So are they happier because they have everything they want in this life, or are the just people more happy because they're living a righteous life, and in their spirit is not dark, their heart is not heavy because they're living a just life? That's the debate they have in this book. And they got me thinking, like, what makes you happy? Like, what are the things that truly make you happy? Because, and it gets tricky. It gets tricky in the social media era, right? We know that there ever since social media, there's been a rise in people in depression, and people unaliving themselves, right? Because they're seeing an image of. Because before social media, everybody didn't have a phone and was not recording themselves and not putting posts on social media of showing, like, living their best life, like where people have these accounts, and it pretty much just shows them they're on yachts, they're on vacation, they're in Greece, they're in Egypt next week, they're everything they post is them doing something amazing or doing something that the average person can't afford to do or won't get the chance to do, right? So before that, though, it got me thinking. Before that, we didn't have, like, we had that same thing, but not. It wasn't so prevalent. Now everybody has a phone and can document their life or portray their life in a certain way and put it out there for everybody to view. But before the social media, for me, all we had was like music videos, and I point to like Jay-Z's Big Pimpin'. Like, that video just embodies, like, I'm living my best life, I'm the richest, I got the baddest females, and like I'm partying, I'm living it up. Like, it just embodies just indulging in whatever, in your vices and in your riches, right? That video really embodied, and the song kind of, right? So back before, in my era, when I was growing up, before we had social media, you couldn't just see everybody living their best life on social media, or living the life maybe you want to live, materialistic wise, right? All we had was music videos to look for, like, dang, man, they look what car he got, look what car he driving in the video. Even though now we know, we didn't know it back then, but now we know Them cars is rented. Them cars was rented. Wasn't even their car. Was not even their car. The music, the place where they shoot, the mansion they shoot in the music video, that ain't the artist's house. That's his producer's house, or that's his record label exec's house. Like they ain't even living in that house. Or they might have just rented the house for to shoot the video. You know what I mean? But it's the same concept. It's the same thing. You're seeing somebody live this extravagant, glamorous, right, Fergie, this glamorous lifestyle, glamorous, flashy. You seeing people living in this big spotlight, and they're famous, and they got charisma, and they're just doing everything that you wish you could be doing, right? That's how we looked at certain music videos that were portrayed in that light. But now the kids are growing up and adults, and we have social media. Now a lot of influencers, a lot of famous people, and even not famous people, just regular people. Some of those people put out to the world only the positive and flashy and glamorous things about their lifestyle, and you don't get the real, right? And that's what I like. That's what I thrive to do, and every day is just be real, be my true authentic self, right? And I believe the people that are the happiest are the people that can do that have found themselves, right? Because there's no time limit or no time span on when does a person find themselves. For me, it happened late. It happened for me late. I was already in my 30s, and I'm 39. I'll be 40 this year. I was lost in this life damn near the whole time I was on this earth so far. Or I've been on this earth so far. I've been lost a large majority of that time. But what I come to find out is, and this was the whole point of me starting YouTube, is just I seen a lot of like fake channels out there, fake prank channels, fake people doing podcasts, but they're not really saying how they truly feel. They're just saying something that either one will gain views, so they're just saying something controversial just for the sake of being controversial, so they'll get views. People faking certain takes just because they feel like that's what people want to hear. Like, I got tired of listening to that shit, so I wanted to have a channel that whatever I say, that's how I truly feel, right? And so I wanted to take my mentality as far as my goal in life to be authentic, to be real in my everyday life, and to be truly who I am every day. I wanted to bring that and put that on the YouTube and put that in this format, right? And that's what I did. But what I come to find out is, like, when I'm asking this question, when I'm reading this book and I'm thinking about these concepts and these ideas of who is truly happy, in my opinion, it is the people that are living, are being authentically themselves and know who they are. And that's one part of it, right? There's many parts that make people happy. I believe spirituality, for me, plays a huge part. My mental plays a huge part in things I have to do to keep my mental straight, right? To keep me focused. And then and also physically, things I need to do physically, like work out and shit like that. That adds into the equation as well, right? So, for one, a lot of people are living their life based on, like I said, things that other people think are cool, or other people think have in their head, or is their idea of what success is, and they're trying to live up to that. For me, that's number one, is to truly be happy or truly be your authentic self, is don't let nobody define what success means for you. Because I really believe And I'm really of the mind state of, when people say, I'm in my own lane. I don't see, it's me versus me. That's what I embody. I don't care if the next man got 100. I don't care if the next man buys the whole earth, right? I don't care what he got, because what other people got, the Jay-Z said it best. He had a line, when I can't remember what song it was. What you eat don't make me shit. That was one of the coldest lines and the most truest lines I ever heard in music. One of them, because that's how I truly felt. It's like, people who are just always just looking at other people and looking for other people and seeing if other people notice them. It's like, for what? Like, why do you need to know what everybody else is doing so you can judge it? And why do you need everybody to see you? Why you got to be seen so bad? For what? Why? For what? Because you're not comfortable in just being you. That's why. But from an early age, I knew that what other people do does not affect me. Like, whether it's truly me versus me. I'm in my own lane. I'm running my own race. I have no competition at all. That's really how I view shit. I'm not in competition. I'm not trying to be richer than nobody. I'm not trying to be better than nobody. I'm not trying to beat nobody in anything, right? I'm just trying to be the best man I can be, that I can be, and period. That's it. Period. Just be the best version of me. It don't have to do with nobody else. What I deem successful might not be what you think of success. To me, having a whole bunch of money that's not success to me. You might be rich, you might have a lot of money, but to me, that's not successful. Being successful is being happy and content and at peace with who you are in every sense of the case, in every sense of the word, right? In every sense of the sentence, of really being comfortable being who you are. And look, this is not like no easy thing, right? Because some people are 80, 70, 60 years old and still are not comfortable in their own skin, still are miserable, hating on other people, embodying all the qualities and having all these negative qualities about themselves, and they done live 70 years, still ain't figured it out, right? But meanwhile, there might be a 10 or 11 or 13-year-old that is truly comfortable within their own self, and they don't need to hate on the next person. They don't need to cause drama. They don't need bad attention or any attention. You know what I mean? They don't. Some people, any attention is good for them. So even if they got to do something, act out to get attention, they'll do that because they need that attention. That's how bad they want it, right? So to me, being successful and being happy is defining what success is for you. And that also goes to, don't let nobody define, and I don't care if it's your mom, your dad, your parents, your brother, your sister, your best friend, I don't care who it is. Don't let other people, because we still got people that are in their 30s, 40s that are still trying to still trying to make mommy and daddy proud. They still trying to make mom and dad proud. All right? They're trying to live their life to make their parents happy, which is the craziest thing to me. Like, how about I live my life to make me happy? Is that a crazy thought or what? Like, it says to me that's normal. I never was the kid that just believed whatever was told to me by my parents. Like, no, like, just because you think that certain way, I was not that kid that, okay, I'm gonna think that way too. No, I got my own mind, my own soul, my own spirit. God gave it to me, and that's what I'm gonna be. I define what I love and what I don't in my own life. I don't let people, whether it's my mom, I don't let nobody dictate oh, you got to do this to make me proud and for you to have a good life, and you got to have this job, and you got to date this person, and I don't care if they can't stand the person I'm dating. If I love that person, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be with that person. If they think I should be in this career field, and if I don't feel like I should, guess what I'm gonna do? Not be in that career field. I don't see no value in living your life the way other people want you to live your life, right? And I believe the sooner you find that out, the sooner you will be truly happy, right? And a lot of the reason why I didn't really find myself and find my voice until later in life, in my late 30s, is because for the majority of my adult life and part of my teen life, I was addicted to drugs. Drugs had me lost. Drugs had me lost in the sauce for years. I'm talking about years on, like over 20 years. Pretty much all my adult life, I was lost soul. Like my heart was still there. I still had a good heart, but it turned me into somebody I was not, right? And so I couldn't find myself because I had to stop doing. I had to get clean, and that didn't happen until recently, right? I was trying to do it since I was 25. I'd get clean, and then I go right back, get cleaner, and so I was always like on this revolving door of where I could never really gain stability, so I couldn't find myself. You gotta have months and years away from drugs to really find out who you are. You know what I mean? Because you really been suppressing and numbing who you are the whole time you've been doing drugs, and that's what I did. I didn't want to feel emotions. I didn't want to process my pain. I didn't want to, and these are things that you learn and go through in therapy or counseling or really finding God too. That's another big thing that really, my connection with God is one of the most important things ever. Like without that, I would not be sitting here right now talking. You would not be hearing, this video wouldn't exist, because I wouldn't have beat my demons. I wouldn't be able to overcome things in the future that I got to overcome. But spirituality, God is one of the most important things, in my opinion. Because look, like the material shit only goes so far. Trust me, for a lot of years of my life, I thought that material shit, money, having a lot of money, gaining all the material possessions that I wanna gain, that's gonna make me happy. It's pretty much the same as drugs. Cause what happens when you get that car you wanna get, that you dream to get? And what happens when you get that car? You drive it for about a month, and guess what? After about a year, 2, 3 years, guess what? It gets old. Now there's a new model. Oh, now you want that one. So you get that one. Let's say you can afford that one. Okay. Guess what happens to that one? It gets old. You get that new car smell goes away, and you get tired of it. Everything that, even though I still have like material possessions that I cherish and stuff like that, like certain books or certain stuff like that. But all those things, those material things that I really cherish, it's because like music or movies or like a book or something like that, material things, it's because they made me feel something, right? That's why to my favorite artist right here is the man behind me, Tupac Shakur, because I love art and I love music that can make you feel, that can move you, that is authentic, that feels like that in my opinion, it's coming from the heart. And it's coming from a real place, at least, right? So I've done the whole chasing. Oh, I want to have this and I want to have that, and then when you get that thing, guess what? You want something else. You find something else that catches your eye. Like kids do this all the time. I got 4 kids. I want this, Dad. I want this toy. Hey, can you buy me this toy? I get them that toy. Guess what? Next week, what they asking me for? Another toy they done seen, that they found out about. Hey, yeah, there's enough. Can you give me this one now? Like it's a never ending cycle. That's why I compare it to drugs, to drug addiction, because it really is. It doesn't end. Just like drugs, you got to use them every day, maybe multiple times a day. The material addiction, the shopping addiction shit, it doesn't end. It keeps going, keeps going. Nothing you gain materially is ever gonna make you. It's never gonna fill that void in your heart ever, ever. And best believe, trust and believe, everybody that ever walked this earth has had a void in their heart at some point, and that's one of the most hardest things to really solve. That Da Vinci Code is to how do I feel this empty void I feel in my heart, right? And I believe the way you do that is by connecting with God and living your life in a way that is real and is authentically you. There's people out here right now being somebody that they know they're not. That like that every day people wake up and pretend to be somebody that they are not at all. Whether it's people acting like they're richer than they are, whether it's people acting like they're tougher than they are, whether it's people acting like they got it all together and they don't, right? People are afraid to be vulnerable, and I believe that's one of my biggest qualities is that I'm not scared to be vulnerable. I'm not scared to feel pain. I'm not scared to show pain. I'm not afraid to say or show if I'm depressed or whatever it is, because we're all humans at the end of the day. Right, the same feelings I got when I'm not feeling it today, or I'm not feeling like making a video today, or I'm not feeling like going to work today, or I'm feeling depressed because I lost somebody, a loved one. Right, all these feelings I got, I know other people got them too, because you're human just like me. Right, we're all so different, but really, we have so many similar qualities and things we go through because we're all human. We can't help, like, we're all human. We go through, we have the same shit happen to us. We all have the same emotions. We've experienced the same emotions. So, and also empathy. That's another quality that, one of my best qualities, and I just blow it up. Like, my best advice to anybody is find out your best qualities, the gifts God gave you, and blow those up. Blow them up 10 times. Max them out. Don't even worry about the qualities that you lacking at, unless I mean, you can, right? But to improve, right? But to me, it's just like a basketball. It's just like Steph Curry, who he couldn't drive to the hole and dunk it, right? He was too small, couldn't jump that high. He can dunk, but not like LeBron James. So as much as he tries, he's not going to get that much better at dunking and driving to the hole and dunking, right? But what he was already naturally good at was dribbling and shooting 3-pointers. So what did he do? He blew that up. That's what I'm saying. Focus on the blessings and the gifts that God already naturally gave you while you was born. Because I believe everybody was given a gift. Most people, multiple gifts that God blessed them with. And these are the gifts that we got to blow up to the utmost, right? We got to blow these up and max them out. And that's where you find greatness at, is when you take the natural qualities that you already have, like the things that you're naturally good at, and you work at them, and you study them, and you research them, and you practice and practice and practice. Because the average person, if they're not naturally gifted in the things that you are, and they're trying to work hard to improve it, it's going to take them a lot more time practicing and trying to do these things, and it's going to take you less time because you're already naturally gifted at it. You feel me? So find them things that you're blessed at and blow them up. But that's my rant for tonight. Keep your head up and your eyes open. 7 Day. I'm out.
You're now listening to the 7 Day